Ladies, gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. And today I'm playing with Admiral and Red October. And I'm gonna show you one of my best games in Object 104. And finally I was able to get the mastery badge in it. So as you can see, we're on Erlenberg. We're playing in platoon of 3. All the tanks are the same. And what I can tell right now is that they got more heavies, especially top tier heavies. They got 2 or 3 really strong TDs. And in general, on this map, when I'm defending on this side, I like to go to the 9th line. And I'll explain why. I find that it's the best spot where you can defend and deal tons of damage. The base is on this side of the river, so I prefer never to cross rivers and stay on the same side where the base is. I mean, there's no point, right? So the closer to base you are, the more chances you're gonna def the base or reset the the counter. So that's my general direction for this map. So that house right there, right in front of us, is where I like to start out. You can get pretty good spots on both sides of that house. You can hide from artillery behind the house, and you can deal some damage, as we're gonna see in a second. So I asked both of my guys to follow me. They do prefer to go on the other side, and they have their own reasons, but I pretty much know that all their top tier heavies and TDs are gonna go on that side. And I would prefer to clear up this side first and then defend our cap once they actually, if they get to our cap, I prefer to def on this side. So we encountered some tier 8 tanks, which are not really dangerous to us. As you can see, T69 is not able to do anything. I'm just giving him my side. I know the pen is low on his autoloader, so I'm just tanking the damage and dealing damage in return. He's unable to do anything. I see a bunch of tier 8 heavies here, and really this is something that we should plow through fairly easy. So on the TeamSpeak we are discussing that we probably would need to move up soon and take care of these guys. However, I'm afraid because FV, the Death Star has not been lit yet, so I really don't know what to do until we know the location of that tank. I mean, it's a super dangerous tank, especially if that tank is slinging gold HE ammo, and now we know what is happening. So pretty much I decide to move up at this point of time. I see no reason why I can't move up. I can cover and go hull down in this location here, which is again one of my favorites once I'm pushing up. Again, T69 is not able to pen my turret in the hull down location, and also even though Patton is my favorite tank of all time, I know that Patton shooting AP rounds is not a dangerous tank for me. And I see that he's shooting me with AP, so I just safely stay hull down, and we take him out. So now we find the Death Star. The sooner we get to deal the damage to it, the sooner we can take it out, the better. So I see that we can advance here. There's a lot of us, and we just rush him. Basically, I cannot pen his lower plate a few times, but there's so many of us that we just take him out in no time. Now the autoloader T5041, I think he shot all his rounds. He's on the reload right now, on the cooldown. So we again just gonna rush him. There's no point letting him go. There's so many of us, and even though I see that the other side has fallen and we need to come back, my tank is super fast. Basically, that's why I think that tier 10 Soviet mediums are just amazing tanks. They're super quick, they get high DPM, they get high pan, they get good turrets. So there's absolutely no reason not to love these tanks. And I highly recommend, if you are thinking of what to grind and you haven't played the Soviet medium tanks, this is probably the best tanks that you can try. In part, that is the reason why it took me so long to get the mastery badge, because there's so many good players playing these tanks that you know, the plank is kind of high. But regardless, I was able to do it here, not because of some crazy damage, even though I did deal a fair bit amount of damage and I did spot and assist. I think it's mostly due to frags, so I did manage to get a lot of frags in this game. So what we are doing, we are coming back. We see that the first line has fallen, so they got on our cap. And they're trying to cap us out, so we need a reset. So Admiral is really trying to get that reset done, and unfortunately he's fallen. So there's only me and Red October now remaining, and we are the top tier. Always when you're playing tier 10 tanks, you're top tier, so you have to carry. If you don't carry, no one else will. You cannot rely on anybody else. You cannot blame tier 9 and tier 10 for not carrying the game when you're in tier 10. And I guess that's why not too many people like to play tier 10s in general. But I love tier 10s, they're super OP. So I was trying to clinch T10 in there. Unfortunately I was not quick enough, so he was able to deal me some damage. And here's an example of some troll Soviet armor. So I shot the back, I shot the side. It was my mistake, I was using the premium ammo. And obviously the sides of IS-3 are super troll. So he was able to tank 3 shots from me before I was able to take him out, so that's roughly like 900 damage that I could have done to that tank, which unfortunately I didn't. So I hit from our artillery. I don't want to get hit by T-92. I had probably one-shottable at this point. And then I decided to push up, right? So I got a lot of health still, and somebody needs to light those guys, and we cannot let them take initiative. So I'd like to take initiative here myself, just push up on this flank, hide behind all the natural cover that was given to me by the developers, and just move up as quick as I can, so they cannot work the ridge line and they cannot do anything to me here. So I get into this position here. I know artillery has moved. Usually that's the spot where they would probably get to once this site is pushed through, but artillery is not here, so I'm not too afraid at this stage. There's a lot of our tanks that are visible, so I'm hoping that he's gonna concentrate on the other tanks, and I'm trying to light the TDs behind that house, and also I'm trying to see if I can get shots on IS-4. So my mods and those awesome markers are showing me every time somebody is coming out on the right side, so I'm able to play the advantage of the terrain and not being shot here. I got that shot well timed on IS-4, and I was able to take him out and basically release all of my friends, so they can, you know, my team, they can now move up and help me here. And yeah, so I'm just, again, I'm using the ridge. This tank doesn't have a lot of gun depression, only -6, but it's enough on this kind of ridges. It's enough. I'm just hiding behind this hill. So even though the gun depression is not excellent, just the fact that this tank is so low profile, you're able to use, you know, a lot of places on the maps. I honestly have no clue how he was able to put that shot in and not light up. But somehow he did, and now I'm one-shottable pretty much for Grill and for Arty as well. But again, I know he doesn't have a lot of gun depression, so I'm just working the ridge here. I angle, and he bounces again. So I can advance now because I know he's on the reload. And what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna trick him. I'm gonna show that I'm going to the right, and then switch to the left immediately. And that's it, I got him. His turret is not fully traversable, I know that, so I just get behind him. I do that a lot with the T-28 prototype tanks and this tank too. Once you clinch them, that's it, you pretty much outplayed them. There's nothing they can do at all. So I'm able to take him out, and Red October takes out the Arty. And this is my mastery badge, so almost 7,000 damage, under 1,000 assisted. I got 8 frags and 1,300 base experience, which with premium becomes 2,000. Radley Walters medal for 8 frags. And that's my best one so far. As you can see, that's my maximum. I really enjoy that tank, so I was super happy, I was super excited that I got my master, and I wanted to share it with you. So hopefully you enjoyed this video as well, and you were able to find some nice spots that you can work on this map, and nice tactics on how you can def this base from that spawn. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider giving me a like and subscribe, and I will see you soon, hopefully tomorrow. Thank you.